I mean, yeah.
So let's say hi to Sonya, Alecia, Colby, Bianca, Shanni, and of course, Shala, aka Bunny.
My
All right,
favorite
ladies.
West Virginian.
All right, everybody got their drinks. Everybody got their snacks. I just got my drink.
I got my drink. I just got my drink, so I'm good.
All right. So, what are we doing? What are we starting? We're starting with this book number 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go in order. Let's go in order.
All right.
So we just got thrown into the story.
I know. What was your thoughts
It's in there.
on the Brothers Curse when you first started? What was your favorite chapter? Yes, I'm talking to you, girl.
Okay, so it's funny. I don't read horror. I just don't. I read anything where someone getting naked. I don't read horror. But anyway, anyway, as you can see, I annotated the hell out of this book. I couldn't put it down. I read this in one day.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Annotated it on a Saturday.
One day.
One. I will say that I think I'm gonna move into horror a little more because this did capture my attention. What was funny to me was I liked every character but the main character. I'm not feeling Crystal for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't like her.
Where's my tissues?
I like every character but her. For some reason, Crystal just didn't do it for me. I don't know what the problem is. She just don't do it for me.
Why is that? Let me ask you that, because I'm very curious about that, since she is the reason why I wrote her. But I'm curious to know why you have that feeling about her.
I think even before she got the snake penis, to me, she just seemed too naive. But the moment Alex picked her up and they were heading home, she just gave off ditzy to me. She just seemed like she was so naive and so unaware. And I'm like, girl, you're too goddamn old to be this simple-minded. And it just, Alex, I loved Alex from the very beginning, but that Crystal, I was like, you too old for this.
That's so strange. I don't know. I don't know. I love her because I kind of wrote myself in her. So I guess that means I'm a little ditzy.
No, because anybody that can write the stuff that went on in this book is not a Crystal. I'm going to tell you that right now. Anybody that can write this. I mean, how many times was people going to be shitting on themselves? Every time you look up somebody using a book, you need to be a sponsor for Depends, because that's what they needed in this book. So I'm just saying, anybody that can write something as gross as and intense as this is not a Crystal. So no, Christine, I can't accept that. I can't accept that.
You know why? I think because she's been with me, because I created her when I was 12 years old, and it's like 12. And she says, I think that she didn't make the right choices. She didn't make some right choices, but I think that because she lost her parents, it's like coming back to a town and all this stuff happening. Maybe it's just like it was just like a lot of stuff going on. But she didn't. Obviously, she wasn't aware of all like the shapeshifters and stuff like that. But yeah, and of course with Jason. I mean, you know, when you see a nice, fine guy, what can you do? I've been guilty of that, you know.
We all guilty of that. We get stupid. Everybody. It always happens.
Real dumb, blind.
It happens. It always happens.
Yeah. But I understand. You know, I mean, you can't love everybody, but I hope that she can rub off on you, because unfortunately, you know, she's like the main person in one of the books. I don't know what's going to happen.
I think what it is you made every other character so great that it like, to me, she just didn't shine. It's like everybody else was like, oh, I like her. Oh, I'm feeling her. Oh, she did. Never mind. Oh, I like her. Oh, he did too. But she just didn't grab me like everybody else. Like everybody was like Alex immediately. I grabbed on to Alex immediately. I loved her.
Yeah.
To me, she felt like the older sister. To me.
I feel like Alex was one of those characters that started doing dumb shit in book 2, but we're not going to get to that. We're not going to get to that yet. But Sonya, do you have anything else to say as far as what grabbed your attention to The Brothers Curse?
Just the fact that for an African-American woman to write a story so engaging and intriguing that's so far out of my genre, and for me to eat it up in one day, girl, you got a gift. Because like I said, I don't read horror, and for me to sit and read this in one day, I read the second one in one day too.
I know.
For you to grab my attention like that, that's saying a lot. And I'm a heavy smut reader. If people ain't getting naked, I'm not reading it. And I read both of these books with no problem.
You a nasty girl. You out here talking about you going to church and you sitting here like reading.
The Lord knows my heart.
That means and not getting naked. I don't want.
Logan.
All right. Next is Alecia.
All right. So for me, anybody that has talked to me in the past, I am not a horror person, but this thing turned me around so quick, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, I literally was on Instagram and I was talking to somebody, and I came across Christine's interview, and I was like, "What is this about?" So I started looking and paying attention, grabbed the book, and I was like, "Wait a second, I done came on to something." So when y'all come for me, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm a Jason fan. Jason is good for me. Jason was in for me. I'm just saying, behind me was in my mind. Y'all know the guy that played it, Bill.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tires.
That's not Jason right there.
Yep, that was a character for me. So my question to you, Christine, when you came up with his character, how much research did you really have to dig into to come up with that character? Because he was off chain in this one.
I didn't, you know what? When he, like, how I came up with him really was when I was watching Stephen King's Sleepwalkers. So I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie. The actor Brian Cross back then in the 90s. I mean, I love white men. I date them. I think they're sexy. So I always dreamed of having a white boyfriend. So when I was watching this fucking movie, I was like, oh man, I was like, I gotta have a white boyfriend like that. That's evil. That's trying to kill me. And that's really where I came. I was like, I need to find the cutest guy that is the biggest narcissist, that is charming, and I just can't get enough of him. But I know I know he's toxic, but I still want more of him. And that's just how I came up with that character.
Okay. So I think for me, as I got further into the book, there was one scene, and I'm getting ready to put it out here. The scene with Kyle and Jason. All right. Now, I don't annotate my books because these are my trophy books, but on my Kindle, I had to highlight that scene. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all know what scene I'm talking about. Into something else. Crystal, that young lady, I don't know in just being her character, like what's gonna happen with this young lady. I mean, it's so much going on with her to have to deal with so much stuff. And I know we're not gonna jump ahead, but you know, you got something with this series, and I'm definitely on board. You got something with this. You do.
Thank you. Definitely. I mean, I just can't wait for all of you to see what I have. I'm actually working on the last chapter of Fazarell, which will probably take me the whole month of August to finish it up because it's a lot. But there's a lot that goes on with her. You know, I feel like book 1 and 2, she was younger, and once you hit book 3, she's middle age. So she's pretty much my age, in my 40s. So she had a lot of growing up to do, and you see her in a different light. And I hope that carries on with my readers, and they start to kind of take her in a little bit and start to like her, because she goes through more shit in the 4th book. Like, she goes through a lot, So I'm just hoping that you all like.
Fix this.
Well, Alecia, do you have anything else as far as what gripped you with the Brothers Curse when you first grabbed it?
I'm looking forward to finishing this journey and seeing what else is coming, because when I start book 3, I'm just going to be so far in it, because I've been trying to stay away from, a few little snippets here and there, people talking about it, but I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in book 3 so I can transition right on into book 4.
Okay, that sounds great. Listen, I don't mean to put some of it, I try to condense, because I had this 3-hour conversation with one of my readers, and I try to condense and do clips, because I do that to do paid ads. That's how I'm selling the book right now. And that's how I'm getting more people like discovering it. So that's why I put those a lot of the snippets of it. So don't worry, there's a lot in that book. So you're definitely not going to get spoiled with it. Trust me. All right, Miss Colby in the house. All right. All right, Miss Colby. Now we know your thoughts on the books, because you made a daily wire every week about this. But I'm still gonna have to ask you, like I asked everyone else, is what captured you when you first grabbed the Brothers Curse?
I don't think I've ever made a video about what captured me to the book. And I think I was just randomly on TikTok trying to find something new to read. This came across my For You page, and then I started looking into it. And when I started seeing the reviews, and they were like, it's kind of like Stephen King mixed with R.L. Stein, I was like, all right, okay, yes, you black, all right. Let's see where we're going with this. I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole. Hold my hand. And then I started reading, and I just fell in love with the series. And that's why I'm like, this series needs to be like, and for me personally, an animated show, because I feel like in order to get the full scope of it, animation would be the best way to go. That's just me. But
really,
only to like stay, in my opinion, when it comes to magic, the magic system and the demon system and all that stuff, trying to get things done.
Yeah.
That's just how I visually see stuff as a person. Don't mind me.
Like a man. What do you call it? Manga or a man?
A manga.
Manga
Anime. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we can do all that. We can do that, comic book series, whatever the hell, That's what people
I know
do
people.
nowadays.
I know people down here. I know dude down here. He owns. It's called Saturday AM. Mm-hmm. It's a manga series. He's black owned.
Oh wow!
And I know him from when I worked at Barnes and Noble.
Oh wow!
That's really cool.
I've met people.
Okay,
but Crystal.
We know how you feel about her.
Crystal is that girlfriend that you have, or that sister that you had that always somehow. I didn't see it coming. Really. We saw it coming, sweetheart. We tried to steer you in the right. Like, she's the one in the party. You have to like monitor her and put like an air tag on her, because we don't know where Crystal gonna go when we outside.
So nice.
She just goes everywhere. Where'd she go? Mm-hmm. Okay. Love Jason. I like Jason. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but I like Jason. I was waiting for you to do like a twin team up.
A twin team of what? During the sex scene?
On Crystal. I was waiting for them to
Crystal is not reading.
No, we can't do that. Listen, my mother's reading. My mother read this, man. I can't just be putting all this. I mean, she watches Insecure. She stay watching them sex scenes, but still, like, I feel weird putting some shit like this.
And you know what? I'd be like, Mom, all the other stuff you could deal with, the mutilation and that mess, you could deal with that. It's the team up that you draw the line in the sand.
Oh no, we don't do
too many snakes out there.
Anacondas everywhere.
I feel like I'm a bad sex sex writer. I had to go to a friend that writes erotic just so she could go over my sex scenes that I wrote at the end of book 2. She said, all right, you good, don't worry. Because I was like, oh my God, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man. I don't know what to do.
We don't want it.
It can't be no worse than some of the guys that write it. Most dudes that write sex scenes,
it's so cringy.
Very cringy.
Yeah.
Very cringy.
Okay.
Why are you calling things this? We're not doing that.
Okay. All right. Okay. That makes me feel a whole lot better. All right, Colby. So is that all as far as what captured you about the first book?
Yeah, I mean, I like the that diversity with the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very, very well written. And when I do recommend it to people, I'm like, it's very diverse. You get all demographics of people. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I ain't seen this many mixed people since I left the DMV. What happened? Because you can't go to the DMV and not hit somebody mixed with something besides black and something.
But isn't that sad though? But that's sad though to read a book and it only just has one set of people and not another set of people.
Yeah.
It's just to me, I feel like in this day and age, we should be able to read books and characters that we can relate to, but also that we share the same color and just I've been used to being around diversity, even in school and stuff like that. I mean, elementary school, I was in all black, but in high school, I picked a high school that had whites and Asians, especially white boys, because I want a white boyfriend. So I was just on a hunt, but I said, I got it.
Verse 48, I'm watching for you. It's okay. We got you.
But we need mixture in books. We definitely need that. I think a lot of white writers they get scared to write black characters. I've had a few slide into my DMs like, how do I write this person without sounding racist? Or I was like, dude, like. I don't know. Just try not to sound like Stephen King.
They just need sensitivity readers. Right. If they get for sensitivity readers, they'll guide them on what they need to do.
I had somebody who's writing a book, and she's white, and she was like, "How do I write?" I said, "Girl, I said, here's what you need to do. Go get you a couple sister friends. You need to go hang out a little more, diverse your friend group.
Yep.
So you can get a diversity of how people act." I said, we're not all hood. We're not all bougie. We're not all this. We're diverse.
Exactly.
Well, we're just people at the end of the day.
I said, you need to diversify up. I said, the problem with a lot of y'all writers is that you stay within one group. You don't branch out. It's like a small town. Instead of sitting here going to explore the world, you want to stay in your small town. And so you have a small town view. If you don't diversify and immerse yourself in other cultures and other people, then you're not going to be able to write. And it's not that y'all can't do it, because there have been some white authors that can flesh out characters of color, POC, whatever, because they've had that, that diversity around them. They've been around where either they put themselves there or they were put there for whatever reason.
You can tell when you read something if they've been around. You can absolutely tell.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's the only way I can tell you. I'm like, I said, you can have, people read everything, but if you don't, take it in, and so many people want to take everything as a personal attack on them versus somebody trying to actually critique them in a positive way for them to correct it before they have a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the thing. I said, that's the main thing that y'all publishing companies, some of y'all don't understand, is like, you about to give your author a problem, and that's not what they were going to go for. But y'all have a mindset. I said, it's all about just having the right people with you. Yeah. So that you can write a product that is going to be reflective going forward for everyone to see themselves.
Yeah. Well, everybody's always going to get sensitive no matter what they write. I had 3 white girls that got mad because of the Karen scene. I said, Kyle only said the name once, bitch. What are you sitting here getting mad because he said the Karen, unless you are a Karen?
Right.
That's when you just look at him, and you're proving my point because
a racist. And if she was a white writer, she would have gotten canceled. Thank God they removed that fucking review on Amazon. I was flipping my shit. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Oh my gosh,
that's crazy.
Yeah. And this was from a book tour. She got a free book.
Oh,
she made that review. She made that review the day before the book tour started. She wasn't allowed to do it. She gave me a 1 star, and they were trying to get her to remove it. It was terrible. Yeah, I never did those anymore. So, yeah. Well, it is what it is.
That's a whole conversation. Dancing and oh my god. I had to contain myself the other day because I came across something and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna stay professional because the police that's on social media is one person, but Alecia is a whole different individual. Let me keep myself together because
You got to turn into Red for 5 heartbeats. My professional hours are from 9 to 5.
There you go.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right, let's go to the wonderful Bianca.
Hey, I don't even remember how I found this book. That's the funny thing. But when I did, I was obsessed.
I must have found all of y'all through either TikTok or Instagram ads.
Instagram.
Instagram ads.
It
was the ads because I almost left Instagram in December because it was bad. I wasn't selling books. I had the same followers. You know, the algorithm was absolutely terrible. So nobody was discovering me, and I was just like, to hell with this. Like, I can't deal with this. You know, I didn't know what to do at that point. So that's when I started condensing all of my author to readers conversation, condensing them and making clips. And then I said, okay, well then let me just start doing paid ads again. And for some reason, once I started in January, that's when I met Charla. And then I think from Charla, I met Sonya, and then I met Bianca, and I met Alecia. But Shanni, I met you from last year. So I don't know how it wasn't from the ads. It was through somebody else that we met. It had to be through like mutual followers.
No, I think my phone was listening to me when I was telling my husband like, and then all of a sudden your stuff popped up, and I was like, "This is marking on my check boxes." And I didn't even read like what the book was about. I just read and downloaded it. I was like, follow, download, read it.
I was like, yay!
When I first saw it, I didn't even know what it was about. It was a black author. I just bought it. I just went on Amazon and ordered
the trailer. Sold me.
And
then it started. I was like, oh, I don't even want to know what it's about. I'm just gonna read it. Like,
I watched the interview. And I was like,
So yeah, that's how that happened. But Bianca, yes, it is to you, my sister. So what captured you when you first got the Brothers Curse Saga?
So horror and a Black female author, because I'm trying to write and I want to write horror. So when I met Christine, I was like, okay, let me try this out. And what I love is blood and gore. I love it. I literally read the chapter when the bodies were hanging and all the bodies were spin. I stopped reading and was like, babe, I have met my person. I was like, I want to be just like this. Because I have a writer's group, and like every time I have to present my stuff, everybody knows they're gonna get blood and guts. So I was like, am I the drama? Am I the weird one? Because I'm not saying it. And then I read the person, I was like, yes. So I was hooked. I was obsessed. I always love and hate at the same time when you can't trust characters or like they just be getting knocked off at any point in the story. And that's what happened. I was like, oh my gosh. So I was obsessed. From the beginning, from the flayed bodies, I was obsessed.
No, we don't want slow burners. You know, we want to get right into the action.
Right into it.
Yes. Yeah. I write in a way where it's something that I want to read. I wasn't a big reader when I was a kid. My mom used to threaten me with fucking everything to read a book. She's like, you can't go outside playing your friends if you don't read a book. You can't eat chips if you can't read a book. You can't do this if you don't read a book. So I had to fucking read something so I can go have fun. So, you know, that's it. And then that's when I got to the R.L. Stein stuff, but I wasn't a big reader. So for me, when I crack open a book, that book has to suck me in from like maybe the first 2 chapters at least. And I can go on. If the first chapter is like, I go to the second is, then I'm not going to go forward. I want something that wheels me in a way where it's like a mystery. and I want to find out what's going to happen next. I want to find out what's going to happen next, you know? And I love twists and I love cliffhangers at the end. As you all know, that's how I end my books. I love this shock because that's how I write.
Sure.
If that shit can shock me, then it's going to shock you. So that's how I think about it when I write. When I think of, I've had alternate endings to all these books. The first book was supposed to end with Crystal taking Jason's head off. That was the end of the book. She was never, it wasn't supposed to.
Right. What?
That was it.
That's crazy. Why he gotta go?
But then I thought about her being evil and the father taking over her body, and then I started getting ideas, and then I started writing, and then that's how book 2, and then so on and so forth. But yeah, I love that, and I feel like if you can shock yourself when you're writing, you can shock the readers. But as a writer, you have to feel that first before your readers feel it. And that's how I feel like when I'm writing it. But yeah.
I love it.
So,
I think, you have one of the best character builds. That is something that I can appreciate in your writing, is that character build. Because for me, I need to know that backstory. I need to know, okay, how did this person become? What happened? Like, you have the best character build. And I love it.
Oh, thank you.
That's why I got attached. That's why I kept saying, like, it's like walking. Every time I got attached to a character, I was like, damn, they gone. I couldn't get attached to nobody because they gone.
You know, it's funny. I started rewriting the book on a site called Wattpad, and when I started doing the book, I was posting a chapter every week, every Saturday. So my fandom started to build, and when I got to I think chapter 4 or chapter 5, when I killed Matt, I remember that I had a reader that said, "Why did you kill this character so fast? I really wanted to get to know something about him." I said, "Well, in horror movies, don't they kill somebody in the beginning really quick? You know?" So to me, I was like, "What's the point?" But I took what he said and I said to myself, "Oh, what's that?"
That's you.
Oh, is that me? Oh shit. Yeah. So I took what he said and I thought to myself, okay, well maybe I can implement something. So that's when I added that sequence when Sheriff Mills finds his dead body. And then he remembers when Matt became a cop and they had the party for him and you got to see his parents and everybody was congratulating him. So that's how that part got put into the book, was because of that reader mentioning that he wanted to know a little bit about him. So it helps, when readers read something and they have questions, and, that helps, the book, and for you to know a little bit about him. Yeah. All right. So Bianca, before I go to Shanni, is that all as far as what captured you with the Brothers Curse?
I mean, yes, that was basically everything. And then meeting Trey.
We're gonna get to him too. We're gonna get to
meeting Trey.
Don't worry. We're gonna get to Trey. Look at Charlotte. Charlotte loves some Trey. Lord have mercy. God bless my soul.
I got Team Trey under her.
Yes.
He's so great.
Your ass out. I was cussing out over Trey. I said he better not get hurt in book number 2, baby. I'll come to Brooklyn. I'll come to New York. I promise you. He better not die.
Everybody else fly together.
Man.
Better not. Don't touch my Bessie Boo Bay Trey, baby. No. No. Please.
Trey deserves a vacation.
He did, baby. He needed to be far away, and then they was talking to him all crazy and stuff.
Treatment, drinks, whatever.
Trey's the friend that can ask for anything at this point, and you just give it to him because you don't explain
Yeah. Trey deserves it all.
Damn.
We gonna get to the characters. First, we gotta get to Shannon and Charlie and Charla. So Shanni, what captured you when you first grabbed the Brothers Curse?
The gore. I read all the books, the Splatterpunks, the extra, just the what you probably don't want to read or see on TV. So I
Is your husband okay? Husband, blink your eyes if you need help. Is you okay, husband? Blink.
So I was telling them, like, it's just something about those books just wasn't hitting the spot for me. Like, it just, they were good, but it wasn't like on my top list. And then I seen your trailer, I'm like, is my phone listening to me? Because I literally was talking about how I needed this, and I read it, and I'm just like, oh, I'm about to get cozy on this couch and just finish the whole book. Like, I had to have the whole series. Like, I just knew it was going to be something that I wanted, and it's something that I was going to really enjoy. Because you didn't shy away from the gory parts. Like, you didn't scare everybody. I felt like I didn't trust you. I was like, I don't even want to like the character because I know he's probably going to die. Like, he was so skeptical about everybody. I'm like, well, shoot. Like, did I cry or not cry? Because they might come back as a demon. Like, you just didn't know. You didn't know. And I'm like, that's what I like. It keeps you on your toes. It's a page.
Yeah. Keeps you guessing.
I was telling my husband about the books that are in. He was like, that sounds I'm like, I can't trust her. I was like, she's been killing everybody that I like. I said, Draco. I said, I know I'm gonna have to send her a message.
I don't
trust that she's getting tested.
I don't mean to. I feel like certain things have to happen in order for the book to continue going. So it's like certain characters have to die in order for certain events to set off. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel empathy for anyone.
Yeah, I can tell. Clearly.
It is what it is. My mom, we like you. So that's just what you're gonna do. So you're just gonna kill everybody. That's what you're gonna do, right?
But it was so good. I love the family aspect of it. I felt like somebody can relate to somebody in those within those characters. You're really gonna like somebody like Grandma Tilly and Simone reminded me of me. Because my grandma Sci-Fi Sundays as a kid, that's all I grew up watching for, pretty much. So I was like, Grandma took my emotions in the other book, Grandma Tilly. I was like, I'm upset. Like,
I love Grandma Tilly. I wrote my grandma.
For a second, he was looking at me like, "What's wrong?" I said, "She killed another one."
But you know what? Tilly sacrificed herself. She sacrificed herself for the character. Yeah. Trying to put this here. Okay. I keep hearing this muffling sound.
Hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you guys. Okay.
Back on. I keep hearing a muffling sound, but we'll ignore that. All right. So we're gonna get to Shala.
Let's go.
It's like all the way in the bottom. Just wait.
Just like West Virginia. Be on your own. Okay, we got you. What's up?
With the hand in the background, that scared the mess out of me when I first saw it.
What?
I think she took the book too far, but okay.
Girl. Charlotte. Now I know Charlotte took you a little bit to get into this book because I know you said you were scared. But
okay, so I feel like a fraud though. I feel like a fraud because I'm very big on Halloween. My kitchen is Halloween. I do the haunted houses, like everything's Halloween. But then whenever we start talking on Instagram, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna read your book, sis," and I was like, "I'm not reading that shit." and then once I've got on, because if you guys follow me on TikTok, y'all know all of my videos are like nasty. I miss nasty, like it's like her. So I don't read this kind of books. So I'm scared. And then she reached out to me on a Facebook group on Facebook, and she's like, "Let's buddy read this." I was like, "See, now your ass got to read it." And I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna lie. It was a couple of dreams where like it was snakes everywhere. They were everywhere. I couldn't get away from it. Then like I'm checking, like I'm looking in the corner, like, what's that in the corner? You know, I'm trying to make sure ain't no gargoyle, no demon. I'm like, I'm about to take a break. I can't do it. And then she wanted to read it in one day, baby. It took me a week because I was so scared. And it just was hands, feet, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, baby, everywhere, all the time. But I'm gonna tell you, even though I had to cuss you out about Trey, I will tell you, just like they have said, I do like your writing. Because, a lot of people get onto like the non-Black authors and, oh, this is such a plot twist. And I'll be like, girl, this was really okay. It wasn't all that. But your writing your writing is really just like chef's kiss. You know what I'm saying? Like you really get into it. So I appreciate that. And I do think this is great for us too, because again, I'm just gonna say this. I see all the following that they have, the non-Black like authors. I'm like, why you got that many followers? And then y'all need to be up there too. I'm tired of getting on Goodreads. I'm tired of getting on Amazon and y'all are not in them banners. Baby, your book needs to be front and center. They need to have that on there. If we could read Stephen King, baby, we could read Christine Germain too, and learn her demons and Jason. And let me tell you, Jason, you might not like him because you want to do him and his snake dick. Baby. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, Jason had me in tears in number 2. I know we ain't there yet, but he had me in stitches in number 2. I'm like, why you being a smart ass? But I like it. I was laughing. I shouldn't have been, but I like it. So,
I'm a real boy.
I like it. Yeah. You and your snake, girl. I said, do you have a pet snake? Yeah. Do you want one? Damn. But no, I really liked it though. I did, and it was just like, even though she read it in one day and it took me a week, I was like, damn, she's like, I'm never buddy reading with her again. But I just really put stuff in it.
She gonna always buddy read with me.
I said, what? I said, you read it in a day? What you mean you read it today? She said, I'm done. Baby, I'm on chapter 2. What are you doing over there? I'm trying to figure it out. Why are you done with? I'm
trying to see how many days it'll take Sonya to read book 3.
And no.
Oh yeah.
If you read this
how
in a
many
day,
days do you think it's gonna take?
If you read this in a day, I'm not buddy reading with you anymore. You don't
read
this in a day.
So to be honest with people, a book like this, if I read it on a Saturday, I can read it cover to cover because I'm a fantasy reader and I do a lot of ARC fantasy books, and they're always 500 plus pages.
Oh yes,
I send them on the weekend, and I knock them out like on a Saturday. I'll pick a Saturday and I'll just read a book cover to cover. So this, if I was to read on a Saturday, I would have it read and annotated on Saturday.
Okay,
hold on. Okay,
but I'm gonna take my time with it because I feel there's gonna be a lot of Easter eggs in there.
There's a lot.
It is. You gotta.
There is.
Yes.
I'm gonna give myself about 3 days. I'll give myself 3 days to read it and get it annotated. Yeah.
That's what she said now. She's telling y'all that now, but she's going to text me or talk to me on Facebook and say, well, Charlotte, I'm done with it. I can't wait for you to see it. Girl, no. I'm going to go slow. What you asking me to buddy read it for? If you going, baby, you read it in a day. See, that's what we talk about it. Reader. I told you gotta let me know you want to start, and I will just start. But baby, we got to talk about it. You didn't read the book. I'm on chapter 1, page 1. Like you didn't already finished it. You done?
I ain't started part 3 yet, so we got time.
You, baby, this is gonna take me 2 months. What did you talk about? I think
that book is not gonna take you 2 months.
It's not until August because we gotta be ready for when to do the promos for book 4. So we'll have it done next month.
But no, Christine, seriously, I do like your writing, and I am proud of myself because I was scared of it. I'm not. And then the gargoyles and stuff. What you mean? Why are they in the corner? Like but I really do appreciate it. And Bianca, when you start writing your books, baby, you let me know. And if you write about a vampire, you better send me a copy.
Yeah.
I
already told Bianca that I am her cheerleader. Please. I am a cheerleader because I want to. I already want to collaborate with Bianca in a story, so we already came up with something. So I'm hoping in the future that maybe we
get ready.
God.
Would you believe that in this series you don't see body parts like that as you continue with it? It's not like the first. It's not like the first 2, 3. I know the third one has a few little whatever, but yeah.
Colby said, really?
It changed.
I was like, 3 has its moments.
It has its snippets in there, but
I think if you finish reading the third book, which Shanni and Bianca have finished completing Christopher's Curse, then I know.
I ain't never been so distraught at the end of a book. I'm like, I'm lying. I
need a minute to myself. I told my kids, y'all need to go.
I was like, I just need
I need time.
Just think about what I just read.
Damn.
What?
Damn. So Christine, you want to get kissed? You want to get cussed out again, baby? You want me to do that?
Oh, I know I am.
I cussed her out the whole time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love you, but I cussed you out the whole time.
I know.
Okay.
I got those voice notes, man. Those just was
Every
funny
day.
as hell. Yeah.
Every day.
Every
Just
day.
one message per message.
I know. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
I'm coming. Click.
Yep.
For you, click.
All right. So I guess we can go to characters. You know, who's everyone's favorite character?
Trey. Team Trey.
I'm Trey
That's
fan.
my
My man though.
Trey.
And you know why? You know why I'm a Trey fan? Because Trey got what I think what all of us want. Trey had a man that went through heaven, went through everybody to get to him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This man.
Yeah.
This man. He said, "I want my man." Okay. I'm coming for him.
Master,
One
my
way,
master,
shape,
I love
or
them.
form, I'm coming to get him. I was like, he put more effort into most of these dudes out here trying to date. Hold up, wait.
Oh, poor
Whole
Trey.
team.
Oh yeah, I just
My poor baby.
So
Yeah, like,
everybody loves Trey. I mean, I guess that's a good thing to write a character that people. I actually wrote Trey, but based on one of my best gay boyfriends, and I did an authors to readers with him. That was my first authors to readers, where he says that that I was gonna get hate mail from readers because of what I'm doing to the fictional characters. His name is James. So I wrote Trey based off of him.
Oh, okay.
Because he's so much like him. He's like that ride or die friend, and he's very sassy, but like he's just such a great person, and he always looks out for everyone. And I said I got to make a character like him. So yeah, so that makes me happy that people love him.
I felt like Trey was my best friend.
Relatable.
Right. So, like, Trey was my best friend too. Yeah. And he was like the smart one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was always
yeah.
like, that's when it was time to get out, it was time to get out. He was not.
Yeah.
Trey was that friend who was like, all right, it's time to bounce. Let's go.
Right.
He was that.
Too many times. This is a bad idea.
He's like, I know we got stuff going on. They in danger. That's cool and all, but I done been through too much trauma. I'm good. I'm taking my ass to the left. I'm not.
Yes.
I'm out.
Crystal, figure it out. Figure it out, Crystal.
Trey kept it 100 the entire time.
That's why I was like,
Oh,
Crystal,
man.
call your phone.
One
You just
character you
ignore.
can rely on, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Even if it
Grandma
hurts.
Tilly, with
We're gonna be
her
honest.
being sassy, Grandma Tilly was 100% honest. She didn't care what she
Yeah.
said. She
Yes. Yes.
didn't care
Yes,
how it
honey.
came out. She said it, and that was that.
Yes. That was that.
I loved one of
Uh-oh.
my favorite.
Oh, no.
One of my favorite
Oh, you're freezing.
Yeah, you're freezing
parts
up
of
on
her
this.
in this book was when they were all taking space on her shit. She didn't like Victoria.
Oh, yeah.
She was just like someone.
Nobody
that
liked Victoria.
I did not like
she
Victoria.
sealed her
Victoria
mouth.
was just like there.
Great. I'm glad that we all agree
I
to
didn't
that.
like her from the beginning of the book. I'm like, I don't like you
No.
already. I don't even know your
Yeah,
character.
Victoria. Yeah.
And then when Sheriff
Oh.
Mills was getting into her, I was like, I don't like the man, but I agree with him on that. I don't
Yeah.
like that either.
Christine, I have a question. I have a question, Christine. Okay, this book right here. Now, we know in that book how Masterma possessed Derek, right? We remember that happened in the beginning of the book.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Derek. Alex Man. That was Alex Man right there. Okay.
That was Alex, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So you remember the scene when Alex was put in jail and Derek
Yeah.
lost his shit? Here's my question. No, but here's my question. Because I started thinking about that. And then you remember how he lost his shit and then him and Sheriff Mills got into it and he told Derek to get out and Derek left.
Yeah.
In the back of my mind, I started wondering once I realized who Sheriff Mills ended up being. In the back of my mind, I was like, in that scene, was it truly the real Derek that came forth and lost his shit for seeing Alex? Because remember, he didn't die. He was just possessed.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, because demons don't have emotions. So I'm like, was that the real Derek that was showing out and Sheriff Mills realized that he took control and the demon, he had to get him back in line is why he put him out of the jail? Because to me, that scene was too emotional. And I was like, demons ain't emotional. And I know Derek wasn't dead. Derek was just
they're not emotional.
Well, she froze again.
But they're very manipulative.
Kristen, you got a demon over there, baby. You need to move.
Right.
The reason why you're not able to know they're evil. Hold on 1 second. Why is this thing? Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
No, sudden.
Hold on.
In that window.
I don't know what's going on.
The demon, that's Jason up there in that window. I'm trying to tell you.
Right. She over there shifting on us and whatnot. What's going on?
Jason, is that you?
He's like, let me.
So they're able to pick up emotions and stuff like that. That's the whole point, is for them not to give themselves, pretty much show that they're evil. They still have to show that they're that person. So yeah, it's just a way of manipulation. It was the demon. It was the demon side of him. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sheriff Mills obviously was himself. Derek didn't. Maxima put all the 24 demons in Derek, and then when Derek came that morning, when Alexandra asked Justin to take her out of the jail, when he came and went to Sheriff Mills' office, that's when he put all the rest of the demons in Sheriff Mills.
What is with the Mills family and their messiness? Oh my
right.
God.
Right.
They are something.
Like, I was like, just off the first one, when I was reading, Sheriff Mills was talking to his kids. I was like, yo, you talked to your I was like, you just met them on the street. Like,
man, he was I was like, Lord.
He got two grown ass men still living with him. One with a girlfriend that he can't stand.
True.
His wife left him for another man, and you find that out in book 2 because his daughter is a cop, and then she comes.
Right.
That
was drama right there.
I'll be honest with you.
That
don't make no damn sense to me. I was like, first of all, you're not gonna swing on Alex like that and then get pissed when she beat your ass.
Okay.
Hold up. Like, she came out the gate. I was like, I don't like her.
I promise you. Like, I didn't feel like her death suited her at all. I needed the goriest for her, and being fried wasn't enough for me. Like, it's just
her daddy.
That's right about her daddy.
I had to wrap it up. I had to wrap her scene up really fast. I had to wrap her scene up very fast.
I think the funniest part of that whole scene would have been if you had just fried her and been like, ooh, Popeyes. That would be like,
no.
Like,
I mean,
girl.
She wasn't really the best character as far as like her attitude towards stuff, but I think because of the way she works as a cop, and they were really just trying to figure out what happened to Michael, Professor Baptiste, and stuff like that. And I don't know. She just had a lot of issues herself. So
I think Tarisha should have felt some kind of way. Because if I put my man is melted and his side chick is in the house too melted,
Him having the side chick.
Why was he here?
Right.
What assignment was she working on with you, sir?
Right.
But the whole point of him getting with the aunt was for him to get the damn necklace before it was given to Crystal.
True.
So he wasted too much time, and that's why he ended up dying. I had to kill his ass to the end.
She said I had to kill his
I didn't kill him. Terrence did. Terrence killed him. I didn't kill him.
He died because he was cheating. That's why he died. He had to do all that to get information.
No, I mean, Terrence is the one that killed him because of Trey finding the book and telling them in the library. So he knew that Crystal, like, he was going to tell Crystal to go speak to him. So he had to eliminate him very quickly so Crystal wouldn't get to him. That was the whole thing. Yeah.
But my whole thing with that is Batiste knew about everything that was going on. He knew the game was what the game was. Mm-hmm. You didn't expect this dude to come after you.
He didn't have
at all. Like, you didn't take no precautions to the wind. Crystal's aunt was that bad. and bougie that you forgot.
He let his guard down.
Yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess because he.
But
I
it
guess
was
because he
alluded to in
felt
book
like
2 finally that he was aware
Yeah.
that they was gonna come after him. But of course, we didn't find that out until book 2 that he was behind, you know, a lot of the stuff anyway. Because I was the same way in the book 1. I was like, you ain't what?
His whole family was part of it. They were voodoo priests and Haiti and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. That or not say because
and then you get to his son Cain, and that's another mess right there.
He needs sorry, he needs to be beat. He needs to catch all the hands.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He needs a timeout. We need to do it. You need to go sit down. Go sit down in a corner. Go think
Don't
about
touch nothing. Don't look
Don't
at shit.
touch
Don't
nothing.
pick it
Don't
up.
look at nothing. Go
Just
sit on your
don't touch it.
Sit on
You
your
had
hands.
one
and sit in the
job.
corner.
One job. Just
One job.
one job. They
Damn.
couldn't even do that.
Oh.
But even his daddy had one job, and clearly he couldn't do. Look, clearly he
Got
couldn't do that
hereditary.
either.
It's in their gene pool.
It's in the DNA. The only one who did their job right was mom.
That was it. Honestly, she didn't have no part of what they had going on in the background. She was like, "Well, I guess I got to handle it now since they can do it."
You know how it is, though, right?
Like, oh man.
Yeah, these characters they get worse in the third book. More shit happens with the son. So
oh my God.
I look forward to that. But I don't know. I don't know what to ask. Was anybody team John? Did anybody like John in the book? Or he was
I tried to like him, but then
John got on my nerves. He got on my nerves. I think that's what it was. He just got
on my nerves. Book 1. Here's why he got on my nerves. The way that he was struggling and not communicating with her about it, and then getting frustrated when Jason.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, serious. Like, you're causing your own headache, and you're frustrated with her behind what you're entertaining somebody else. Yeah. Like, did you? Y'all grown. We're adults. Yeah. Did you really think she's gonna sit here and wait for you? Like,
I think
we didn't think she was gonna move on that quick either.
Crystal had his nose wide open, so John wasn't really thinking clearly. So, you know, he had a piece of that swirl and he just wasn't quite right. But the character that I kept giving the side eye to in book 1, and I kid you not, was Terrence. And let me tell you why. The reason I kept giving him the side eye was a couple of reasons. Number 1, he was a brother. And obviously he was a good looking fine brother.
I look at Michael B. Jordan.
You wasn't trying to hook up with Chris. The fact that you wasn't trying to hook up with Crystal when y'all was in high school, red flag. I don't know not now, brother, that ain't at least go try something, but you ain't trying nothing. That's number 1. And number 2, he just seemed like he was so perfect. Every time she seemed like she was distressed, he was there. He wanted to be the shoulder she cried on or wanted to offer support. No brothers not offer support like that all the time. They just don't do that. That's just not what they do.
You come from in the funeral after John done told you. Where did you come from?
Perfect. He just seemed like he was too good to be true, and I just wasn't buying it with him. I didn't suspect him as a demon at first, but I did think that there was something about him that just to me Terrence he just didn't click. It was just something about him that rubbed me the wrong way in book 1. I just couldn't put my finger on it until we got to the end. I was like, there it is. But it just came off as too good to be true. Like he was almost better than Jason. And Jason was written to be this charming, this wonderful guy. And I'm like, Terrence is giving him a run for his money. And there was just something about Terrence that just didn't sit well with me. I was like, don't know brothers act like that.
You know how many times I rewrote him in that book so people did not catch on that he was the brother, because originally when I wrote it in 93, John was the brother, not Terrence didn't even exist. Wow. It was another character. So it was 2 white boys. And I said, well, fuck it. Let me just make one black. You're not going to, think that they're twins, if I make one of them a brother. Yeah. So when I did that, but I think a few people caught on the online site, and I said, okay, what can I do to kind of steer people away? So what I did is when I put that library scene when Trey called for Simone and Victoria and them to meet him so he can talk about, that he discovered Jason was a shapeshifter, I try to make it seem like he had a girl waiting for him in his room so that it would kind of steer the reader off and thinking like, like he can't be the one that took Trey, and follow Trey and dragged him and did all that shitty thing to him in the house. So I was doing my best to try to find a way to not make him look noticeable like he was one of the shapeshifters. But I know Shanni caught on at the end.
But you know what? Another thing with Trey, if you really paid attention in the first book, every time something went down, Terrence, he wasn't around. He always came after the fact. That was the reason why later on in the book I started giving him the side eye, because whenever major things happened, he was never with the crew.
Okay, so that's the part. So it's like the part where they were when Gabby had thrown the birthday party for Crystal, even though she died and the party was still going. Okay, so at like towards the end when he comes and he asks her to come outside because he had a present for her, right? So that's the part where I changed, where I had him invite Simone, because if I only had him invite her, it would look suspicious. And also when he told her, listen, I'll go get it at my house, you stay here. In another draft, I had him invite her to come in the car. This time I made him not invite her. I made him tell her, go back in the party and I'll be back, to make her feel like, oh no, all my friends are already dying. I don't trust it. Let me go with you. And that's how she got caught up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Colby said
that was a good one.
I'm a suspicious person by nature, and I always give everybody like the sign, like everybody's dying. Don't nobody. We know there's two shifters running around here.
Yeah, everybody's a suspect.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Then you find out your auntie lied to you. Then you find out you got your best friend is your cousin. What kind of across the street we doing up here? Like, at this point, I got trust issues. I don't just know y'all. I told you, I'd have been in the padded room by myself for my birthday. Like, I'm gonna rock this out.
If she was smart, she would have just stayed in the dorm room with John. I mean, at least he was trying to get her out of the town, I mean, nobody would really liked him too much as a character when I wrote him online, and I get it because of the stupid shit he did, but I try to make up for it as far as him trying to get her out of there and go to New York because he had that intern, and I try to make up for it at the end of book 2 where he did build her that house that he sketched in the first book, and he gave her this life and he gave her kids and stuff like that. And he pretty much was like her backbone after like her losing her sister and Jason and all these other people. So I try to make him a very likable character, but I really love him.
I could have been there for that. She still love that man, right?
But I love me some Fazarell. He's a good guy.
He's a fun time.
Right. So the ones that haven't read book 3, what are you anticipating? What do you think might happen?
Shit, I don't.
God. I have so many theories in my head. Like, I don't even want to ruin it for myself, but I have
me
so
either.
many theories in my brain.
But I already asked you my question. I said, is it gonna be like a father like son in there? Jason was the big snake. Is Christopher gonna be the little lizard?
What I tell them? Then I tell them the snake penis and stuff was not in there.
Yes, it's still in there.
Okay, just make it show, because I want to make sure I wasn't gonna see no lizard penis, because he's a son. I'm like, make it show.
He got a regular boy penis.
Okay.
No snakes. I like the snakes though, but yeah, we don't got the snake.
I don't have any predictions. I'm just looking forward to a lot of. It looks like it's gonna be like a lot of information, a lot of backstory. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to, hoping that there's a lot of more detail about unanswered questions that we may have had from book 1 and 2, digging more into the history and the lore of the city, of the town, of the people, and things of that sort. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Does anybody have questions for me as the author? I was not prepared at all.
I have one, actually. I have one. Since you wrote this, and it came from a place that I can't even imagine. If you could sit down with 3 of your characters, who would they be?
Oh my God. But like in real life?
Yeah. If you could sit down with 3 of your characters, who would they be?
Oh man. I would sit down with Jason.
Of course.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's our favorite.
I would sit down with Jason. I would sit down with Harley.
Okay.
I love her. And I would sit down with Tilly. Yeah. I like those 3 characters. I mean, I love, like, I was talking to Charla about, like, even with the snakes and the witchcraft and stuff with like the Haitian voodoo and stuff. I really love the sorcery and the witchcraft that goes with it because it's real. And like I was part of a ritual when I was younger. I was 10 years old and I went to Haiti and I had a protection ritual put on me. I don't know. There's been plenty of times I've been in car accidents.
Everybody got scared.
I got my hand ready.
I've been in 4 car accidents that I've hit my side and I've walked out unscathed. So,
oh wow.
Because I asked you, I said, sis, am I reading? If what I'm reading, I don't want to conjure up. That's why I asked her. I said, this is one of my voice messages to her. I said, let me ask you something real quick. I said, one of these a real spell. If it's a real spell, I'm gonna close my eyes and go to the bottom and just because I don't want to conjure up nothing. So that's how the conversation come about. And I said, what you talking about in here? Because you ain't typed this up. Just this ain't no gibberish. What is this? What we doing? So I had to ask her. I sure did.
It actually is gibberish because I made up those spells. They're not real. I hope not, but they're not real. Yeah, but I don't know. These things just pop up. My mom always questions where I come up with this stuff. I was like, I don't know.
That's when you look at her and say,
maybe I'm having a midlife crisis or something.
No, you giving everybody what they want.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we need everybody said, we need it.
I think that's
a great thing. You know, it's no, you talk.
I think it's just the best part of you being an author. You are giving all of your readers something. You know, everybody may not feel the same way about each character or each moment, but all of these books, the first 2 that I've read so far, it's something in each one of these, specifically for me. You know, because like I'm married to a woman, so I immedially went to Trey, and I was like, okay, I can see Trey. Trey is my bestie. You know, somebody that I can relate to. And then, of course, there was you know, the girl Alex. I'm like, okay, so it's something for everybody, and I think that's everybody.
That's true. That's true.
Amen to that. I like that, and you know, for me, it's such a joy, but I'm so honored to be able to sit down and talk to all of you. Because 4 years ago, when I first published this book and I went on Instagram, it was only a white horror community. And I think some of you follow a lot of them, Mother Horror and all that. They don't support Black horror writers. They're very biased to us. I had her on my Twitter and everything like that, and she never included me. And when they do like these anthologies, they don't include Black authors in it. I was like, well, someone's fucked up, you know?
And I really don't like that. Like, I go on YouTube and I search different Black authors on horror, and like, it's barely any reviews. It's barely anything. So I'm like, I'm gonna start doing some reviews. Like, after I get over my anxiety, I'm gonna get back into my YouTube reviews. But like, I just don't like that because it's like it's other people out there. When I went to California, like I specifically went for your book. Like I knew I was going to this bookstore. I had a whole experience planned. I looked online. They said they had your book there. When I got there, it wasn't there. So I was upset. I was so upset, but I enjoyed the bookstore. But I was like, I wanted it as my trophy book because I only have them on Kindle. So I really wanted the book as a trophy book. Getting it from California. I'm like, okay, that worked out because I already done condiment to coming down to the bookstore anyway. So might as well walk out. So, but I'm like, they're like, oh no, we don't have it there. And I'm like, oh, I said you do it.
It's hard, when you publish and try to do like a global distribution. I thought my shit was going to be like in Barnes and Nobles. It is online, but it's not in the store. You can try as an independent author to get it in the store, but it is very, very hard. You got to go through a lot of shit, which I just don't have time for that at this point. But it's a lot. And when I first joined, and I felt like, okay, it's a hard community and people want to read, and I'm thinking that everybody is just unified, and that's not how it is. And I said to myself, there has to be a Black bookstagram. There has to be Black women out there that want to read a story like this. And it's just like, where are they? Where are they? And I just felt like, I had the white girls that was picking out the book, but they never continued the series. They only read the first book, and it's because I gave it to them as an arc. So, they took it, and then that was it. So I always dreamt about having a conversation with women of color, beautiful women of color, about this book, and it took 4 years, and I have it. So it makes me so happy.
You deserve it. True. And I think the big thing is we can be readers.
Just like your pictures. That was nothing. No shade, no tea to the stock pictures that other authors use. But that was nothing that I didn't say when we were talking about your books. Like, I was like, well, hold on, she didn't get this off nobody's website. Like, I like that you took the time to get someone to make the characters for your book. Like, you can't find that. You cannot.
I don't like reading what the back of the book is. If the cover sells me, I'm reading it automatically.
Exactly.
It's about a Black girl, about a Black woman. She's doing cool. And I said, I'm reading this. Like, I'm supporting this. I didn't care what it was. I was like, I'm going to do this.
Yes, ma'am.
I was looking your name up. I wasn't seeing a lot of reviews on your name. And I'm like, that's not cool because this is a part.
That's
great. Like, this book is
I go through a lot of that.
But that's where we come in as readers, though.
It's
Each of us have a platform. So we need to continue to talk about this book, promote this series, and just get it out there. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm in all kind of different pods, conversations, and they say, well, what's that book that you have really been excited about? I'm always
say her book.
Always.
Like, what's that one book you'll recommend to your best friend? The Brothers Curse Saga. Like, it's
Brothers Curse has their own highlight. You can click on it on my page, and it's everything. Everything.
I love that. Thank you so much. And it means a lot. I always say, sharing is free. It helps. I still push as much as I can to do the paid advertising. I mean, Instagram will rape you to the T. Amazon ads doesn't work for me at all because you see other books like Emily McIntyre. I don't know what the fuck she's doing, how she's selling ebooks, but that girl is with the hooked. And the Never After series, that shit is fucking everywhere, man. So it's just certain people that they push, and I'm, I do my best. I know it takes time. It takes a lot of time, but even having a small group like this it's very meaningful to me. It motivates me to continue on with the book because we have 4 more to go, ladies. 4 more.
I don't know if my heart can take anymore.
Right. Who's going to survive?
Right. Like, who's going to survive within the
reader?
The editor.
If you made it here, then you survived.
Pretty much.
But
I'm mark myself safe in Lakeview.
I'm not moving there. I'm not buying no property. If my mom like, I want to retire, don't go to Lakeview.
Don't go to Lakeview. I don't care how you say it down. It is not what it seems.
Don't let the cuteness fool you.
Oh
no.
Gosh, yeah. Don't let it. But you're in for a nice treat in book 3. I can tell you that much. You're in for a nice treat.
All I know is long as Trey's okay.
You said what?
I said long as Trey is okay. I'm looking right.
I said,
wait, why am I start drinking? I said something about Trey. They start drinking. What happened, baby?
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
I would just say, I'm just happy at the end of book 2 when they were in the future, Trey was there amongst them. So now I'm like, now book 3, we got Christopher is what, 20? He's like what, 20 now or 19?
19, yeah, he's 19. Yeah.
So now I'm like, I don't know if we gonna have. I'm preparing myself for the worst because I'm like 20 years.
That's the best way to go at it.
And I'm like, I had Trey for a good 20 years, and I'm just preparing myself for whatever because I'm like, well, at least she gave us 20 years. I wasn't trying to kill her if he don't make it, but I'm a side-eyer, but at least I had 20 more years with him. So in my mind, so.
Well, I can tell you that you will see what happened at the end of book 2 in book 3. So I at least give you that. Yeah, I always do that. You always see what happened at the end of each book. You'll see what happened in the next book, what happened at the end. So I never leave you hanging or anything like that. I'm
a little nervous. I said, Trey, everybody.
You're nervous? Why are you nervous?
I'm nervous.
Why you nervous?
And then you cheesing so hard. I'm nervous, baby. I got goosebumps.
She's cheesing hard. I'm like, who's cheesing? I ain't got no poker face, so don't ask me no questions.
Sometimes I just be smiling, you know. I don't know what else to do with my face.
It just happens. I'm just really excited about it because I look forward to hearing your thoughts and having you curse me out just for anything that happens in the book. There's just so much stuff that happens. Like you could just be cursing me out for anything. Yeah.
But I really like that you engage with us. Like most of the authors just like, thanks for reading my book. I'm glad you enjoy. And it's like, that's it. Not you can expect every author to engage with you, but you actually take the time to like, and like I know when I was like doing what was it tweeting? Was it on Twitter?
Twitter. No, was it? No, it was a Threads.
Yes, it was Threads.
Yeah,
I was doing it. Yeah. You were responding to me, and I'm like, oh shit, babe, she's responding to my comments. He was like,
but that's sad though.
And I'm like,
it's always so engaging
because to me, like you being an author, I'm like, she's kind of like a celebrity. She's responding to me. And I'm like,
but at the end of the day, as a writer, that's why I wrote that quote in book 3. As far as you know, you're writing for your readers. You know, they're the ones who's making you who you are. So I can't talk to all my readers. Obviously, I sell books. I don't know who the hell buys my books. Sometimes I'll never get tagged with it, and that's fine too. I'm okay with that. But if I can socialize and connect with a few readers, that makes me happy. You know, sometimes you have all these big time traditionally published authors, and I see people tag them all the time, and I'm like, bro, they're not going to talk to you.
Yeah,
they're not going to say anything. But I don't know why. Why don't they do that?
But it's black authors. Black authors do it the most, and that's why I said like I think like all the black authors that I tag on TikTok.
Like, thanks for the reader. Like boop. I'm like, oh. Okay.
Yeah. I went through that with a black author, and I was like, okay.
Really? That happened? Oh God.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I think it depends. I guess it depends on the author, but I do feel like the engagement is important because it's like we're the ones pushing it, and that's why I started doing the TikTok reviews because I noticed that it's a big thing for like the authors because y'all can repost the video, y'all can share it, or you can highlight it on your page, and so that helps other people. So that's why I always do that, and I tag the shit out of an author. Now, if I tag you one time, baby, and you don't at least like it, I won't do it again. I put on Goodreads. It's gonna go to Goodreads, and that's it. I ain't gonna come to TikTok. It'll go to Goodreads. That's all.
Well, you know, I share everyone's videos. Anytime you guys post something, I do. Charlotte, I post you. Everybody sees you on my Instagram. I'm not on TikTok right now because TikTok is really not helping me. Yeah, I'm not engaging with anyone at all. Except for like Colby, except for Colby and Charlotte and Sonya and Alecia, but and Shanni. But like, it's just I don't get it. I can get 300 views, but then I get 3 likes and nobody socializes, and I'm like, you know, I put a lot of time and a lot of effort on my content, especially my illustrations, because it can take me like 3 days to come up with an illustration in my head, and I got to gather this, send it to my illustrator that's all the way in fucking Malaysia, which is like a 24-hour difference, and it's a lot of work that she has to do, and you know, I'm guiding her through this, and then when I post it, I don't get engagement. I'm like, you know, that doesn't make any sense because this is not AI. This is not anything that's photoshopped. This is something that I created from scratch, you know, and for my readers to see what my characters look like. So I always appreciate that, you know, like you guys like appreciate that, but these people, they don't. So I said, I got to get off TikTok for a little bit. So I'm still on Instagram. And Charlotte, if you do snippets, please send me the video so I can post on Instagram, because you know my ass ain't on TikTok until October. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I had to stop going on TikTok too. I had to, because just like you said, you know, TikTok it's becoming very depressing in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
You can take your time and put something out there and it goes nowhere.
True. Yeah. I don't know why that's happening. I think social media is just changing for the worse. It went from people socializing. I remember 2 years ago, people sharing a lot, and nobody is engaging at all. It's just, it's really awful. You know, like I just don't get it. I don't know. But like I said, I'm very grateful to connect with all of you, and we're able to, you know, have chats and stuff like that. And, you know, that's how I did it in Wattpad. I mean, everybody sometimes cringe over people on Wattpad because it's a fan fiction site, but that's how I was able to socialize with people. And every time I post chapters, everybody came together like a family, and people could comment like live. Once I publish it, people would start talking to each other while they're reading, and I can see it, and I'm engaging with them. So I said, why not take that element and bring it to like Instagram and meet readers and do that? And that's how I got the idea for that. I think it's very important. It's not about making the money. It's about connecting and what your books do to your readers. You know, how your characters feel. You know, what do they take out of your novels? I think some people just care more about the money, and that's it, the sales, nothing else. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm very thankful to you all.
The story hasn't been told before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
Your whole setup, it hasn't been told before.
Yeah, that's true.
I can read so many fantasy books, and guess what? They're retellings of something.
Yeah.
I can't tell how many times I've read fucking Peter Pan.
Or anything like Greek mythology.
Yes, 1,000 times. You know, so it's always something. I mean, they might put a little twist on it, but it's nothing new. What you have and what you're bringing to the table is something new.
That's true.
So,
as someone who used to work at Barnes and Noble, and I see a lot of retailers. I'm like, dang, y'all keep telling the same story over and over.
Same story.
Just new names. Same story.
Like, this different. At least with the series, you're getting.
Yes, you're getting something different.
You need original stories. You know, it's, to me, retelling something that somebody else, you know, wrote is just, I don't know how I would feel about that. If it's not original, then what's the point? I know that there's an author. I didn't even know that she even existed until like, her name is Tiffany Jackson. And there's so many people that are ripping her because of that retelling of Carrie. Holy shit.
I love that book. That
he's good.
I know exactly what book you talking about.
What is it called?
Hold on.
It has blood.
Yeah,
that's something, right?
The Weight of Blood.
Yeah.
The Weight of Blood.
The Weight of Blood. And it is it's a good retelling. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I like it. It's a good retelling, but I don't.
But honey, them non-colored girls on NetGalley, honey, they were ripping her apart.
They always got something to damn say. Just if you don't like it, shut up.
Are any of y'all on NetGalley? Anybody?
Huh?
I'm on NetGalley, and I'm gonna tell you something.
No.
When I see things on NetGalley, I'm like, okay, so I'm starting to understand how this whole cycle works. You got one big influencer that says, "Oh, get this book." Everybody goes and gets it, hypes it up, and then they move on to something else. But when you take your smaller influencer that grabs a book of authenticity, reads it, and starts hyping it up, then people are like, "What is that about? What is that about? Why are you reading that?" Well, check it out. Did you read the review on it? Well, you go check it out and see for yourself. So it's interesting. I'm starting to see a lot of things that I kind of don't like, but it's interesting.
That's crazy.
Hold on, how you do that Team Trey? I just saw that. What's that Team Trey? How the hell you do that?
It was when you sign in, it's under your name. It said you can enter like what is this for or something. It gave examples.
You put Team Trey?
Yeah, put Team Trey.
I'm not mad at it. Go ahead.
Yeah, we all love
I'm just put on mine.
Look.
I'll do it next time.
And don't worry, ladies, I still got the t-shirts going on. There was something going on with the site. So I still got there's a whole bunch of shit going on.
Look,
and stuff like
I'm
that.
trying to figure out my Halloween outfit. Okay, I'm on Halloween. I got this dress in my closet.
Hey.
From the cover.
I was like, what if she came out with a necklace like crystals? That's so weird.
I wanna do that. I wanna get necklaces because what I wanna do is I wanna do some art copies. So I'm doing a promotional thing with the Alecia and whoever wants to be part of the arc. I know Bianca. I should be part of the arc, and whoever wants to be part of the arc because I'm doing a whole book box thing to do
Arc
that.
here.
You see what I did with Canva, right? You saw my stuff with Canva, correct? Okay.
I say 90% of my reading for the year is art. To be honest with you, my TBR is ridiculous because I don't ever get to it.
It's crazy.
But I'm reading art. I mean,
I'm
gonna slow down in August though. I'm slowing down in August because August is a focal month for me. I need to slow down, so I won't be doing a lot of art in August.
I'm trying to titrate out of it so that come next year I can focus on tackling my actual personal library because the books are just looking at me side-eyeing me, and I still got books I haven't even put up yet. They're still around the house, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta do something with this.
Just chilling.
Oh, and this is my actual birthstone, by the way.
Mine too. Same here.
What?
Me too.
Which one?
Amethyst is my birthstone.
Too.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
I got February. That's my.
Yep.
Yay!
Who's a February birthday?
I'm March. I'm March.
What's yours, Alecia?
February 7th.
What's yours, Colby?
23rd.
Mine's
11th.
All right.
Shanni, what is yours?
April 8th. I'm the diamond.
Oh, you're April 8th and I'm March 8th. So we still got an 8. Oh, look at that. No. So I do have fun things coming up. So my illustrator is on a very short vacation. I think she's coming back tomorrow, but starting this week going into August, I'm going to be doing very fun illustrations. And each week, I'm going to do an illustration with one of you lovely ladies as the final girls.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she's going to
survive.
Of course you survive.
Okay,
I'm not killing any of you guys.
I don't
It's
know.
just like
okie doke. Be like,
no. I'm going to be doing just like the same like theme with the skulls behind, but I'm gonna do the ones with our weapons that we chose. So I'll be doing So I'm hoping that she sends me the outline. So I chose one of you guys for the first week. I'm not gonna tell you which one, so I'm really excited.
Surprise!
So I just want to say this real quick. I don't mind spoilers. That's just me. It's not going to take away from me reading. But while we were sitting on this chat, I was just thrumming through here.
I think you was reading something.
Just so, Christine, I'm about to cut you out when we get off live. I'm just know it's coming. I like to do this, and I ran up on something that ain't sitting well with me. When we get off, I'm about to let you have it.
Uh-oh.
We about to have some words.
That's not fair. That's not fair. You got to read it
Because
from
that
the
book
beginning.
opens up a whole nother can of worms. As soon as you enter in the book, you be like, oh my God. Like,
As
Yep.
I sip
I
on
think
my
you was reading.
sandwich.
I said, she
I was sitting here like,
She already started reading.
they like right off.
no.
Well, y'all know it's a trigger warning. So as soon as you get them trigger warnings, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I really look at it, all the trigger warnings. Like I never read none of the trigger warnings. I'm like, I'm just gonna jump
It's the
in.
trigger warnings for me.
I
Oh,
just
no.
have to up on the
What is
page.
this
I probably
person?
shouldn't have came up on, but
Wait a
we
minute.
gonna have some words.
Wait a minute, Sonya. I thought you were gonna start reading at the end of this.
No, I told you she gonna read them one
But
day.
I have this habit where I
started scrolling through the
I
book.
always do this, and if something catches my eye, I stop and just read. See
What the hell was it catching? It's 643 pages. What page?
Well,
was
it's a
it?
page that caught my eye that I shouldn't have seen, and we got to talk.
Is
Yeah.
it in the beginning of the book?
No, it ain't the beginning of the
Talk
book.
about this cover
Okay.
though. Can we talk about
Thank
this
you. Yes.
It's everything. First of all,
this cover.
why
They
his hands
don't
so
see this
detailed?
cover.
Who he's
So
trying
you
to
see
like?
you see the ring. You see
He's
the ring on his finger too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But he's so detailed. I'm like, who hand around your neck about you? Who you about to choke?
I'm telling you, this is such a
He ready to handle business on this book cover.
Hands, like he got the pimp hands, like he ready to slap somebody.
They just told me he was ready to handle any and everybody, and it was gonna
Yep.
get real. That's all they told me.
right.
He don't like he about to cartel somebody. Like he
Oh, yeah, he ready.
Hold up.
He's ready.
He's like a mini
Ready.
Jason, but worse
Yeah,
in
he's
some
ready.
ways.
But can I
Worse.
say the things are doing something? The things nah. I might have some issues. I don't know.
Guys.
Girl,
I know.
Not
I mean,
can we Amazon cart him?
I'll tell you this much. I like the mayor, and I think you're all gonna like. I think Charlotte's gonna really love this mayor. I think you're gonna love the mayor, Charlotte.
Okay.
Mayor Cox. Mayor Cox.
You can say that if you want to. You ain't seen
The
what
names of the streets and the people's names. I'm like, now, come on now. The
you
names
know
of the roads and stuff, I was just dying.
You
I'm like,
know-
who's gonna live on this street?
You know, on Amazon, they wouldn't allow me to put his full name because they do this Amazon advertising thing where I can put the pictures on the main page of my books. So when I was putting a picture of the mayor and I put Mayor Benjamin Cox, they literally told me that I could not use that last name because they really thought it was a cock, like a dick.
Oh,
So they were like, I couldn't put it. Yeah, I was
First of
like,
all,
"Yo,
Amazon
are
is
you serious?"
tripping.
It was like, this is offensive.
Tripping. Amazon is tripping.
They said, that's
And authors have such
offensive.
a hard
This is
time.
offensive.
Yeah. Amazon.
This is offensive.
I guess they don't like
This
cock
is not
roosters or whatever, cockatoos.
I don't know. They thought
cocktails.
I
don't
get
know.
cock. None of that shit. I was like, wow, it's like offensive. I was like, but it's not the dick, man. It's the last name.
It's the last name. Yeah, they've gotten so sensitive.
Everyone's overly
Nah,
sensitive
yeah.
from what I'm gathering.
They're very sensitive now. It's about no fake
Overly.
reviews. They got the AI summary of your book. I don't know.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, they take your reviews. You know how many times Amazon has removed my reviews?
Yes, they do it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't leave it no more. I ain't gonna leave one. You ain't gonna have one. There. That's how we solved it.
But you know,
Now,
the thing with Amazon,
at least something.
What I figured out with Amazon, you have to be very careful when you are writing your review for Amazon, because if you use any type of curse words, any type of inappropriate emojis, they automatically don't even.
But mine didn't have a curse word in it, and they took it down. It didn't. I just was talking about my ghost face mask I had bought for myself, and I think I said I was excited to get it. I said, well, damn, I can't say I was excited to get the damn mask.
Oh God!
I'm excited for Ghostface masks. It's like absolutely not.
I'm sorry.
Oh
no dark fun for
They
you.
get real sensitive, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay,
But they don't
well,
get sensitive on
That's
Goodreads.
crazy.
I think Goodreads is,
Oh, yeah,
is
Goodreads.
grimy.
Oh yeah,
I
Goodreads.
think-
is-
Yeah, you
care.
can say put whatever.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want on
Whatever.
Goodreads.
Goodreads
I
is
think something
is grimy
there.
because you can literally rate a fucking book that you never read. Do you know how
You can
damaging
rate a
that
book
is?
before it even come out on Goodreads.
Yeah,
that
like,
part.
that's
Horrible,
crazy.
which is horrible.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
they had their little their little competition of the year of which book was gonna win. I was like, didn't this book this book ain't even come out yet? How this book got like 5 stars
Exactly.
already?
Exactly.
Oh, because it's a Stephen King book.
It's
I got that
Nah,
part,
because
but it didn't
the
come out
New,
yet.
yeah. The New York Times bestseller is apparently that's fake. That's fake. That's like a fake rating. It's not real. It's not real. This is like made up, and it's like from like the publishing house and like these connections that they have. where they can just have it as USA Today bestsellers. It's all about how much like your ebook sales are, but it's really like who you know that you get on that list. It has nothing to do with your books being, oh, it's a bestseller. That's why when I see a book that just came out, like that hasn't even come out yet, and it's like, oh, it's a New York Times bestseller, and I'm like, even somebody told me, oh, one day you'll be there. I was like, but I don't really care about being a New York Times bestseller because everybody fucking has it on their books. I win accolades. I actually have fucking awards. And the great thing about being
to back up what you got going on.
You got
I'm trying to win trophies and shit. I have accolades. You know what I'm saying? Like traditionally published authors can't even enter awards. They don't accept them because they get everything else. The publisher is able to get them interviews and the morning shows. They get these little perks. But that's it, because they own your fucking book. So you don't get to enter these awards and get real trophies and go to dinner. So yeah, I mean, I like it like that. I don't give a fuck about that shit now. I'm good.
Period. Love it. Period. We standing on business.
Period. I'm just out here I'm just tagging Eli Roth. I'm like, so I really want to do this movie with you, right? It's called The Brothers Curse. And I just keep tagging this nigga Eli Roth because I love him so much. I would tag
Netflix. I would tag Prime Video. Whoever did The Boys setup, I would tag them.
Oh, The
Maybe
Boys.
we get Jensen Ackles and something.
I really feel like if the
Can we
show
get
is
Jensen
gonna
Ackles?
come out, it has to be somebody who knows how to handle the gory parts.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Really, it makes it.
That's why I like Eli Roth.
Yeah, I'm like, we need somebody that's gonna do the gore.
I like Eli Roth. I would be tagging every producer and director for The Boys and Walking Dead. Come on now. Can we get Jensen Ackles in something?
Yeah.
Oh, Jensen Ackles.
Oh
he was my original Justin in the 90s.
That's who I pictured.
Yeah. But I changed. I changed Justin to Alex Pettifer. He was in Beastly. And he was some other shit. He's a really good-looking white guy, too.
Yeah, I know you're talking
about.
And
I put Journey Smollett. I put Journey Smollett as Simone. Because I love her, and I think she would play a really great Simone. Yeah.
I feel like she'd
I can see my fantasy cast.
Alex. I can see Journey being Alex.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alex, I put Aja Naomi King from what was that TV show? How to Be a Murderer. What's that shit?
How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away with Murder. The black girl that's in there. That's how I see her as Alex. Aja Naomi King.
I can see her being Crystal. See, I can see her being Crystal.
Crystal is Antoinette Robertson from Dear White People, The Have and Have Nots. That is my Crystal. And she's nice. She actually responds to me on Instagram. I'm like, you're my Crystal. You're my Crystal.
I love that.
That's amazing.
She be calling me sis. I be like, you're looking good, queen. She said, thank you, sis, with a heart. That's my Crystal.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. That's fantastic.
Now let's put you with Bill Skarsgård. Let's put you with Bill Skarsgård now, so I can have my Jason and Crystal.
Yeah. Oh yes, gotta get Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, that would actually be really good.
Oh,
I can see that for you.
I like Bill.
Oh yes.
I like him.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to The Crow because at least they put him with a black girl, so I'm very happy about that. So, oh my God. Oh.
I'm ready for it. I just want him to have no shirt on. Come on now.
Because years ago I had to put two and two together because I love, vampire stuff. I love dragons, all kinds of stuff like that. But it took me a minute to realize who his brother was. And I was now that I know, I'm like,
that whole line.
I can't unsee it. His brother was the vampire
on True Blood.
True Blood. That's his brother. That's his oldest brother.
Alexander.
Yes, that's his older brother. Yeah.
And they're dead.
It's just like I can't unsee it because they do look alike.
They do.
Mm-hmm. They look like their dad.
Yeah,
they do look like
their dad.
Bill Skarsgård looks more like his. No, Bill. Yeah, Bill looks like his mom. Well, he has 6 kids with that lady, but Bill looks like his mom. Alexander looks like his father, but his father was actually a fine-looking white man back in the days. You know how some of these white men, they age every 7 years. So Like they just age really bad.
But when you see them standing there together, you see
yeah.
the similarities and some of that resemblance. You see it.
Yeah. I just want him as Jason. I manifest that bitch every morning I get up. Every fucking morning. Please make Bill's cause God, Jason.
You know what? Have his dad be Sheriff Mills.
Oh my God.
You know who I have as Sheriff Mills? Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I figured you were gonna say that to him.
Yes.
Don't make him the crazy man.
That's a good one.
He's fine.
That's my old white man crush right there.
Especially when he's trying to kill the residents in book 2. That's perfect. That's Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I'm telling you, I followed him all through The Walking Dead, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that part was made for that man.
But
he can't do no wrong. I like that man. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
great
actor.
I don't root for the villain all the time, but let Jeffrey
root
walk
for him.
on screen. Okay,
I like you.
Him and Lucille.
Yeah, him and Lucille. I didn't even care what he did after that. I was offended, but I was like, I still like you. But I'm upset.
I haven't seen The Walking Dead.
I was watching it and I was trying to figure. I was like, maybe they deserved it a little bit deep down inside. Maybe they did something to them we just don't know about.
I ain't never seen The Walking Dead. I don't like zombies.
You know, when you said that, they kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, wait.
Right, you're right. Gore and horror.
You like zombies.
But the demons still eat everybody's flesh, though. That's the same thing.
Exactly.
Like something about them. I don't know.
I was like, oh no.
Zombies scare me.
A demon ripping skin off.
Zombies scare me
you too.
And wearing my skin and posing as me.
I don't know, but I'll try it. I'll try it out. I have it on my to watch list. I have to try it out. I have to try it. But whoever's
you gotta watch it with a good group of people now.
Oh man, I ain't got nobody to watch it. My mother ain't gonna watch that shit. She
girl, you
don't
watching somebody and be like, let's just watch it just on FaceTime together. All right.
Can you do
I used to watch Walking Dead, but I stopped early on. After they killed Glenn, I was done. I wasn't interested in no more.
Yeah,
they did for me.
I don't watch The Walking Dead, but I heard about that.
Yeah, after that, I couldn't do it.
Because it was uncalled for.
It was very disrespectful.
It was.
You know,
and that moment right there,
you know, pack this little
I never watched it again.
Season. I was like, I won't be back.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I never watched another episode.
I see how you roll, Sonya, man. So I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, I told you we gotta have a conversation because, like I said, I stumbled upon something I probably shouldn't have seen. But
what you had to go in the book for?
I did. Wow. But spoilers don't bother me, but that didn't sit well with me, and that was the Holy Spirit leading me to that page. Because out of 600 and some pages, I landed on that page.
One page.
One page. Out of 643. What the fuck did you say?
And I'm trying to figure out what she saw, because I'm trying to be like, there's a couple things you can get mad about. What you about to get pissed about? What you talking about? Which one? I
don't want to give the page number because then y'all will go to the page.
I'm not read that. It's Sunday, isn't it? The Lord, but it's Sunday. It's the Lord's day.
And the Lord spoke to my spirit.
And the Lord told me to turn the page, this, and look at that page right there.
I was just thrumming through the book, and it just said stop. And I looked. I said, "Are you kidding me?" So yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't the page with the gargoyle on it?
No.
That threw me off when I first saw it. I was like, what is this?
I wasn't expecting the gargoyle.
And
I was like, okay. Now you got to walk past all these churches and stuff.
It was a page.
In North Carolina.
I'll just say a gargoyle was present, and I'll leave it at that.
A gargoyle was present.
It could be a couple. It could be a couple.
Yeah, it could be a couple.
It could be a couple. Yeah. Now listen to me. Now,
it's not within the first 400 pages. The page that I landed on.
Fucking shit. Listen, Charlotte, don't listen to her, okay, baby? Don't do it. Don't listen to her, Charlotte. Don't listen to her.
I ain't doing it.
I don't like spoilers. I'll get my ass up and walk right on up.
Right.
I want to find out for myself. I want to be surprised.
Yeah, you will.
You're gonna be surprised.
You will.
It's like
You gotta read it from the beginning. Don't spoil it by going through it.
I was just
do
through the
that.
pages and it said stop. I stopped and I wish I hadn't because I'm like, really? This is when you tell me to stop it? So
Now you gotta go from the beginning to
yeah,
understand.
now I need to read the beginning to see what led up to that.
And then you're gonna be like, I know you lying when you finally get to that page. You're gonna be like,
I'm like,
You were the kid to find your Christmas presents before Christmas, huh? You was a kid that I don't know how I found out what we getting, but this is what we're gonna get for Christmas.
Damn.
Maybe. So I used to get away with quite a bit of stuff. So yeah, I always knew what was under the tree. I always knew.
My son, my middle child does that. He'll be, I hide stuff, and he finds out, oh, this is what we getting for. This is what we getting. This is what she got. How you find out? I didn't get this stuff.
You spoil it.
And then you don't tell nobody nothing. I don't tell nobody.
I never knew what I was getting. I just opened my shit at 12 a.m. That's what I did. I never waited on that day. I waited at 12 a.m. to open my gifts. I like surprises. I like being surprised. And look,
I was
this
surprised
ride
early, the first
Sonya.
2 books. Every day was a Christmas.
Okay, let me tell you something. This is the funny thing about me. In the past, like before, I've been reading since I was a kid. My mom used to take us to the library every Saturday, and we had to pick a book out, and we had to read that book, tell my mom what it was about, and then the next Saturday we would return the book and go get another one. That's what we did when we were little. So I've always been reading. That's just what I do. But I always have this knack for, if I see a book that I'm interested in, if I'm in the bookstore, I'll always read the prologue if there's a prologue, but then I'll always like thumb through and maybe stop midway through and just read a passage. And if that passage or whatever doesn't grab me, I'm like, I don't want to read this book. But if I get to a part in that book and I'm like, oh, what did happen here? That's what makes me go ahead and buy it. So I'm that kind of reader sometimes. So I just thumb through that and I'm just like,
yeah, she thumbed through what, page 500 and something? What page did she
I'm not telling.
I can't explain anything to you. Even if you curse me out, I still can't explain anything to you until you read the whole damn book.
Yeah. Oh,
but no, I get the prologue part.
And then whoever wants to come on, and I know I invited you and Charlotte first, and then anybody else who wants to come on and talk about Christmas curse and curse me out, you're more than welcome to do it. We can do the authors to read us, and we can do it.
When does book 4 come out again?
It's coming out in October. I'm gonna give I'm gonna release the date next month. Yeah, because I'm already at the end. I'm already at the last chapter right now. 3 fucking years it took me to get this done. I was supposed to publish it last year, but I worked a lot, so I wasn't able to get it done. So
maybe we can do another one of these like in August, maybe September. Give it time to finish 3 to kind of get ready to hype it up 4 when it's time for 4 to come out. You know,
yeah, we can do that.
If you do arcs, get arcs out like in September, so that those of us that's willing to arc read for you can be hyping the book up all of September, all of whatever, until it actually rolls out in October.
Yeah, I mean, we can set something up because you guys are reading at the end of July. I don't know when Alecia is going to do it.
I'm probably going to, now that I know that you're releasing it in October, I'm actually going to let this be my first book of September.
Okay.
First book of September.
Okay.
And that's only because I got a whole bunch of other shit I got to read, guys.
Okay. So you guys want to wait in September, or you guys want to do separate segments like this? Like if I do 2 and 2 or whoever, like if I do one with Charlotte and Sonya, and then I can do another one with Shanni and I don't know, Bianca, and then leave Alecia and Colby.
That's cool with me.
Like pair you guys up like that. Okay. All right.
One of these, I'm gonna end up having this damn dress. Okay, I'm gonna end up having. I don't know why.
Actually, I want to wear the white one. I want to wear the white one from Fazarell.
Ooh,
the white one has
been posted.
Yeah. It's a meaning. There's always a meaning behind the costume that they're wearing. We all know she wore this dress in the book at the end, and in Fazarell she does. She's wearing some sexy stuff.
Is she wearing a dress or a top in this one?
Which one?
This
This looks like a corset. I didn't tell the book cover company like what clothes to put on them, so I guess they matched it up with his shirt being black, so they gave her a corset. I was more focused on finding the image. This girl's face was in a lot of people's books. Just to let you know, she's done a free. She's like in a free image. She's done a lot of commercials and stuff, but I like the way that they put her face and the way that they made her hair, and so she doesn't look like her, but she looks like her. But a couple of black girls have used her in her book, but you can't really tell the difference. Somebody thought it was me
for an outfit. I'm trying to, you know me. I'm gonna post up with something, and I'm gonna be like, with an outfit. I don't know how I'm gonna do, Chris.
I'm gonna be Massimo.
Black and red.
You gotta wear black and red.
It'll just be black and red. See how that go.
Oh my god.
It'll be cute.
Yeah, so like I said, I gotta take care of so much stuff. I already designed the promo box, so trying to figure out what I want to put in there, but I have to take care of the book first before I do that. But like I said, I'm going to be doing like the fun illustrations. So every week I'll be posting me and one of you guys fighting off some kind of demon together.
I love it.
That's going to be awesome.
Screensaver.
I know, right?
So I made what I'll do is once we're done with this, I guess I can save it. And maybe like I'll save the video, and somehow I want to be able to send you guys this. That way, if you want to chop it up, put like little clips if you want to on your page and stuff like that to share.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So
Put on
do
my
that. All right. Well, does anybody else have anything to say?
No, I'm already rereading the books. I just read Pour Salt on an Old Wound.
Listen, Sonya, what you out here? You using one hand to curse me out on Instagram? I done saw that fucking notification right now. What you doing? Cursing me on Instagram? Yo, this is what we do? Yo, that shit came up with a big fuck you. I was like, yeah!
What's in your inbox?
That's fucked up. All I saw was that's fucked up.
Oh my god. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it though, but it's still, yeah.
No, she put 590. How the fuck you?
How
can you get to that?
I just told you I was doing this, and it said stop, and I stopped and ran like what? So that's why I said don't tell.
I gotta read 500 the page now to see what it is.
I have a feeling I know what it is.
It's gonna make everybody who ain't ready.
Son, and you had it on caps. I gotta get this book now. Hold on one second. You know an author done fucked up when your readers are sending you messages with all caps. You know there's a problem with that shit. You know there's a problem with that shit. Yo, how the hell she sift through this shit and got to this? I need to know.
I don't know. Look,
I told y'all I was sitting here and I was just doing this while we were talking. Something said stop, and I stopped and I ran. That's because I was turned this way. And I was like, I said, what the hell? And so
that ain't even right, yo. That ain't even right. Charlotte, don't look at it.
Don't look, Charlotte.
Don't look, Charlotte.
I'm playing Scrabble while y'all sit there trying to get
Because I want Charlotte to remain my buddy read. I don't want her to kick me off the island.
look, she on part of my buddy read right now. We need to be reading this too.
Me and Charlotte buddy read that one. We already read that one.
Because right now I'm on page 609. This is my 7th time reading it, so that's the chapter I'm on. Right, I'm almost done. Damn, son, how you be doing that? I'm sifting like this, and I'm like, how the fuck did you just like get to that? Like, how did you just
told me to stop, and I stopped right there, and I just was like, what? So now when I read it, I won't be as pissed off, but I'm be pissed off still. But
that's some fucked up shit. Okay.
That's why
you did it. Just now, you did it to yourself, man. You did it to yourself. Don't do it to Charlotte, though. Charlotte.
Nope. I'm not gonna do it. I've adopted her as my little sister, so I'm not gonna do that to her. I'm not gonna do that.
Don't do any more to yourself either. Just start from the beginning. Just try to.
Then when we get off this, I gotta cuss her out when we get off.
There you go.
For what? You did this for what?
For what?
I just put my book over here to the side. That's where I'm not tempted to go over here.
I didn't know she was gonna yell it out. I was like, that's why I put it in the message to her.
Well, I mean, damn, that. Do you know how my message pop up? That shit covered the whole damn screen, and I saw all fucking cats. Fuck that. That shit popped up like right in front of me. I was like, yo. I was like, hold on. I see your hands. Where did you find time to you're one crafty motherfucker. Are you sure you ain't a shapeshifter?
Maybe.
Are you sure you ain't one?
I can multitask. I'm very good at multitasking.
Yes, she is. She read the whole damn book in a day. Yeah.
I only do that on the weekends, though. Y'all gotta understand. I'm in Vegas. It is hot. Don't nobody go outside out here. It's too hot. So I stay in the house under the AC.
Oh no!
Because it's dry heat.
Yeah, it's very dry.
That's why my father lives in Arizona, and I'm like, he's like, it's so hot out here. I'm like, but you're going golfing though. But it's hot. But you're going golfing though. No, you take your ass into the AC, sir.
Yeah,
but
because
the golf
with
course,
the dry heat, you don't really sweat. You just burn. You just burn. And I'm not going out there to get dark. No.
No.
Because you can watch it, you can look at yourself literally get dark. You see your skin getting darker out there. So it's like,
oh my God. All right. So I know I'm prepared for it. Okay. So let's see. So in August, so when should we do so we should just do the pairing. So maybe August, I can do it with Sonya and Charlotte with Christopher's Curse.
Well, who else is going to be done by August? Because don't you have 2 other people that's already done?
Yeah. I got Shanni and Bianca. You want to do a foursome?
Yeah. A foursome.
Oh, you can put that in one of your books.
Get your mind out the damn gutter.
I guess that's missing.
You found it nowadays, sure.
Put it in the book.
Get your mind out the gutter.
Make sure Trey get his. I don't care how he get it. Just make sure Trey get his. Give him somebody young and tender.
Please.
He needs somebody that's going to keep him out.
I gave him a man from Africa, a white one. I gave him a fiance.
We're not going to discuss that.
We're not discussing that.
Oh yeah.
I'm scared. I'm so scared. Like I'm scared.
What are you scared?
I'm scared, baby. I'm just.
Why are you scared?
I'm nervous. I got damn.
Just don't get attached to no characters. Just go in and be like, you good, but just know that you good. That's all.
Okay.
Really.
And as long as there's a minimum of snakes, because she can't handle all the snakes.
Yeah.
There's no snakes.
Yeah, because Christine, the next time I have a dream about a snake, I love you, but I can't, baby. I can't wake up and like I'm sweating bullets and I'm checking my pillows and shit.
Listen,
snakes does not work for her.
Okay, Colby, Bianca, and Shanni, can y'all please tell Charlotte ain't no snakes in this shit, man? Please tell her.
But I like snakes.
Other stuff, but not
it's no snakes. It's no snakes.
I just don't like when they're chasing me in
Ain't
my
no
sleep.
snake.
Like,
No, they're not gonna chase you. They're not gonna chase you. This is different. They don't have the snakes.
There is I can't
This
talk
book
about
does
that.
give a different feel from the other 2 books because it's not solely focused on Crystal. It's more focused on Christopher. So you get her a monk across the
Mr. Bad Choices. Yeah.
man.
We focus on Mr. Bad Choices.
No.
Poor decisions were made, and that's all I can say.
Well, yeah. So they're gonna have the foursome, and then we just gonna have a threesome in September, correct?
Sounds about right.
That sounds good.
Very active.
Amen.
I like the way it's worded.
Wait a second. Hold on. No, it's a foursome. Wait, it's me.
Foursome. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sonya.
That's an orgy. That's an orgy. That's what that is. That's an orgy. And then we gonna have a threesome. Yeah. That's what y'all gonna have, baby. Y'all gonna have. It's a lot going on around there.
So hold up. It's gonna be me.
I can do either date. It don't matter whether we do it in August, September. Just let me know. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah,
I plan on doing it in August. So
Just
okay,
send me
you
with
get
a
in
date.
September because she'll be ready in August. You get me in September. I ain't got time. She'll be ready in August. Come get me in September, baby.
I'm gonna have to drive up to Martinsburg and be like, "Where you at?"
It's gonna be the end of August. I got arcs to read in August, and they kind of big. So I mean,
no, she'll be ready August 1st. She didn't already read the book. She's on 500. She didn't already start reading. She gonna start reading it tonight. She gonna already read it. She gotta read it because she done fucked up and found out. That's what you get. See, now you gotta read the whole damn book. Now you gotta start the book. So
like you say, fuck around and find out.
I'm starting at the end of this month. Is like I said, like we said, we was gonna start end of this month.
And you ain't got to lie, Greg. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie, baby, because you're gonna already be ready in August. She'll be ready in August. It'll be an orgy, a big fat one. It's gonna be a big orgy in August because she's gonna be ready, and you just come get me in September, baby, before my favorite season of the year. Okay? You just come get me in September. Okay. Thank you. She done read all the way to the back of the book. Baby, I'm sitting here sweating bullets. My underarm, I'm sweating. I'm so nervous. I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
Don't be that nervous. It ain't that bad.
This was not
sweating, baby.
Look at this. It's all right. It's gonna be all right. You gonna be. Actually, you're not gonna be all right. I mean, I'm not all right. I'm a writer. I'm not all right. I'm not okay. I'm not okay with any of the shit I'm not okay.
Do you ever surprise yourself about the shit that you write when you go back to read it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I do. Even the third book, even the fourth one, I had someone reading a little bit of it, and they said that might be one of their favorite books right now in this series. I don't know how you guys are gonna. I don't know. I'm nervous.
Oh wow.
I'm nervous about it.
I guess I got a question for you. How do you come up with this stuff? Just where does it come from? Besides the fact I know you love horror and all that, but some of that stuff in book 1 or 2 is kind of very detailed, very specific, and very graphic. And I'm like, do she need a hug or hurt you? Like, what's going on?
Like, what changed from what did you say, 1993 to like
1993?
Like, wait a minute.
What happened?
These are two different ages you're writing this. Like,
well, the gore stuff wasn't really in it when I was little. It was actually when I was younger. It was a short story, but it didn't have all of the blood and the guts. I do remember that one scene when Crystal and Terrence is in the car. That was in the story when I was that young, when I had them fighting. Yeah. And I had a friend that said, if you can polish it up, it was in a notebook. She was like, if you polish that up, that'd be a crazy scene. But as the blood and the guts, no. I was still scared of stuff like that. But when I started writing this shit, honey, I don't know where this took. I really think that one of the demons that I read in my books, I think something came over me because I don't even know how I came up with half of this shit. I really don't. I just saw it. And that was it. I told you, I got fucking, I'm looking at skulls and shit I have on my bookshelves. Like I have voodoo stuff or whatever. Maybe them things took over me while I was writing. I don't know.
So I'm serious.
This is like,
you the shapeshifter now.
She is. Like, you can see her picture. She looks all innocent. Oh, this beautiful black young woman, just innocent. And she was
open her book. You're like, wait,
but then you read her book and you got snake dicks in it. And you're like, wow.
Yes, right.
Like, what's going on?
I think that's why people can't take me serious as a horror writer because they say I don't look like one. But that's the ones that you're supposed to be that you're supposed to be afraid of.
Exactly. They never see you coming. They never see you coming.
You look like you're about to write a rom-com or something like that.
You don't learn about
they don't see you coming.
I went to the Lakeview University. I feel like I'm a part of the college. I'm like, I
know, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't. You look at your picture, you wouldn't see you as someone writing about people shitting on themselves. You wouldn't see. You don't see that. You don't see that when you look at your picture.
No, you don't. That's the best thing about it. My mom called me Satan. So did my grandmother.
Oh,
they think I'm an actual demon. Like something is like yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
And the funny part is, you
remember, I make people spit spiders. Yeah. I don't know.
We're not gonna talk about that.
I think it's buffalo.
Because that really
being Haitian, baby.
So really, I have a big phobia.
Yeah.
That part, baby, it took me a
What?
minute to really get.
What you talk? What?
Spiders.
What?
I can't do the spiders.
Oh, I hate spiders. They trigger.
I
Trigger.
like spiders.
Trigger.
Oh, you
Trigger.
talking about? Oh, so I know what part you're talking about.
I
with
know what
that.
part you're talking about too.
And
I was like, damn.
I was so scared. Like I was like, oh, I don't know if I can read this part. I might skip over this section.
Yeah, that was really fucked up though.
I was like, I wouldn't want nobody touching me that day. just I gotta sleep by myself for now.
Immediately dead on arrival for me because if you even touch me, you might as well forget about it. I'm not gonna survive. I'm over it. Take me out.
I want you to remember. I want you to remember those. I want you to remember those details and those scenes because those are all Easter eggs throughout the series. Like any of those little details, just remember those.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna need a shot.
All right.
I'm gonna need a shot. I don't know what the shot's gonna be. It's gonna be either a tequila shot, back shot, something. I need a shot.
Did you say back shots?
I did.
What kind of party are you going?
With that shot.
Back shots. Phone call.
Oh no!
Somebody. Like, I need somebody. Too much.
Okay. Y'all guys are crazy, man. All right, so I guess does everybody want to do something in September? But I don't know when. If Alecia said you said you're going to read the first week of September, right? Okay. Yep. Oh, well then that means the book will come out in October. All right, I'll release the date in August. So, but if anyone wants to come on early and do something with me, just let me know. I'll set something up.
It depends for me how
Colby?
quickly I read this other stuff that I got going on because I may read that stuff faster. I don't know, but I'm giving myself that first week in September, as far as my reading goes. But I have a feeling I may end up pushing it a little bit before that.
Who wants to come in on August?
I'm good with either or.
Who wants to come on August? I see everybody just staring like a damn.
If I get it done early enough, it depends on when.
Just freeze.
I'll do.
Who wants to come in on?
Show me.
Who said he do both?
I do both.
I can do both.
You can do both?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we'll set something up, Look, guys, I'm an old lady, so I do everything by I plan everything out beforehand. That way we know. So I'm gonna go under my calendar. Sonya, I swear to God, what are you sending me now? Sonya, what you just sent me? I
didn't see you anything.
Sonya, what you just sent me, girl? All right, we're looking at girl. All right, I'm gonna set this up. So we're in. Let me see. August.
Get my calendar.
All right. Okay. August. All right, so I'm gonna be off. Can we pick a either a Friday or a Saturday?
Yeah, I'm good for 3 out of the 2 Saturdays.
3 out of the 2 Saturdays. Okay, so which day?
I'm not free like the weekend of the 10th and the weekend of the 17th.
You said that you're not or you are?
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not free on the 3rd and the 10th.
So that. Okay.
So what about the 24th?
The 3rd and
24th.
24th would be good.
Okay. All right. How about you, Shanni? 24th?
Yep, that's good.
How's that?
That's good for me.
Okay. Okay. Where's Colby? Where'd she go? Colby, how's the 24th of August?
I'm right here.
Yeah, baby.
That's fine. Okay. Christopher Curse.
Come here.
I was
You guys want to see my little visitor? Come here. Come here.
Should let me see.
Say hi.
Aww.
Okay. Who else is on this? Who? Charlotte. My darling.
Well, I guess. Well, August 24th.
You said you're gonna do a set.
I think that's fine. That should be plenty of time to get through the book. August 24th.
That's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we all know, Sonya, you'll definitely be ready by then.
Should be
right?
done before
Oh, y'all be ready by the 24th.
Yes.
After that one
so
page, like, I need to investigate a little bit more. I need to read this.
Yeah, I'll be ready for the 24th.
Okay, should we do it at the same time that we did it right now?
Yeah,
that's fine with me.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, that works.
4 p.m.
Because I think I'm behind everybody, so yeah, that works for me.
Yeah, it's early by you.
Is everybody?
The time go by so damn quick.
I'm Central.
Eastern time.
Okay.
Central, and there's some in Pacific time, right?
Yeah, that's me. I'm Pacific because it's only 3:11 right now.
God, you're lucky. Damn. I'm about to fucking push 3 12-hour shifts back to back Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday right now.
Well, see, my new job, I'm working Eastern time, so I'm still trying to get used to the time change because when I wake up to start work, it's 5 a.m. my time, but it's 8 a.m. Eastern. So I'm still trying to get used to getting up that early just to work.
Well, it's like the 3 hour. It's like the 3 hour difference. I remember living I lived in Colorado, and that kind of messed me up a little bit because that was the same thing. It's in the West Coast, yeah. So, all right. So August 24 at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Same thing. All right, and we will be back. I can get roasted.
Yes.
Yeah, because I got a lot of questions, and that book, the way that it ended, I felt some kind of way, to be honest.
I know.
Oh yeah.
And I know
like I said, I hit her up immediately after I finished the book.
Yeah,
Somebody tells me I'm gonna make a video about it when I'm done.
Oh,
I don't know what we're going to do.
I had to send her a message like now.
I had 3 different endings for Christopher's Curse, but I felt like this one was a little bit more impactful. So that's why I stuck with this one.
It was.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It is, but then find out what happens afterwards in the 4th book is kind of like now. It's like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been saying that the entire series, Christine. I've been saying that the entire series.
Mm-hmm.
I said I've been saying that the entire series. What the fuck?
I mean,
the entire time I've been reading.
I mean, it's completely different, but oh my god, it's hard to I don't want to spoil anything, but it's different with the characters. So
we'll be back on the 24th to talk about it.
I
Best believe.
Sonya, I am so sorry. That's what I'm gonna put right now. Damn! Look at all these emojis she sent me. I'm so sorry.
That's why I can't wait to actually read to get up to what and transpire to that. But I'm just like, damn, like really. But
I just want to let you know that that book was a tearjerker for me, and it was very sad. And everything that I do, some of the stuff I didn't want to do it, but I had to because the series can't continue, with whatever. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, it hurt me too. Trust me, it hurt me too. I promise you, it did. No, it did. It did. All right, ladies, it is 2 hours, so I'm going to save. I'm going to get off. I want to thank you all for coming on. Thank you, Colby, for wanting us to all get together. I think it was a great idea.
Thank you.
The final Girls of Lakeview Falls. And be on the lookout. I will be tagging you all every week for this nice, fun illustration. So be on the lookout for that. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see the outline. She always sends me the outline before she colors stuff in. So I can't wait to see it. And I can't wait for one of you to see who's first.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
With your designated weapon that you chose.
Yes, I had the bow and arrow. I was like, I need to put spells on my arrows or something. They can't just go down with just the arrow. I need the extra equipment behind it. Like
And she made it hard to only choose one thing.
Right. I'd have been like, what an understudy of martial art.
I don't know how to do it with two people because I had to do a certain pose to get it the way it is, because I have to find a pose that's perfect just so she can draw it a certain way, because it's hard. I don't want her to fuck up. I don't want her to fuck up the way you look, you know. So I have to get your angle a certain way and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I hope you do like it. It should be fun. All right, so I'm gonna send you guys this video. I don't know if I can send it through Instagram. I don't know if it'll take as much like megabytes. So can you guys just send me your email through the Instagram?
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So just send it to me. And thank you so much for coming on, my final girls. And I will see you August 24th at 4 p.m. so you guys can curse me out. Amen.
Yes.
All right, guys, you have a great Sunday, and we will
Bye,
chat.
guys. It was nice
Bye.
meeting you.
You too.
Bye.
Nice meeting everyone.